Welcome to Take 3, coming to you from WTSR Radio 93.1 FM. I'm Mil Omega.
I'm Bill Nobes. Each episode of Take 3 brings you one independent artist, 3 songs performed live, and an in-depth interview about each song. This session was recorded on July 9th, 2022, from the House of Robot.
And this episode's artist is Alamaj. Being no stranger to success, Alamaj's rap career has allowed him to perform on the same stages as Rick Ross, Jadakiss, Wale, and many other hip-hop's elite. Along with the magazine covers and touring around the country, the rapper even has a web series and is based on his polyamorous dating lifestyle. Alamaj and myself, Il Omega, we teamed up, dropped a joint album called R.O.I, Return on Investment. Both me and him, being from Trenton, New Jersey, the hometown, we have a major influence on the city's hip-hop culture. Me with Cap City Entertainment. I'm a music producer and audio engineer. I reached out to him on one of our shows, me and Bill, called Attack of the Robots, just to work on something. He also is the co-founder of Underworld Entertainment. The Attack of the Robots series was filmed also during 2020, during the pandemic. So that's kind of how we started reaching out and doing our records. We didn't really see each other until a year after we finished a couple records. But R.O.I is coming soon. Be ready for that.
All right, Alamaj, welcome.
Thank you. You already sound good.
It's good to have you back.
Yeah, I try.
Thank you. Always feels good.
That's what's up, man.
All right, cool. Let's go to the first song.
All right, let's do it. So I wanted to make a song for the go-getters, people that go make it happen, no excuses, and this is work. Yes. Take 3, what up? Huh? Yes. Let's go. You don't know I've been ready in this mother. 10 seats, all black Chevy in this mother. Heavy in this mother. Tipping the scale. All my friends ex-cons, you would think I'm in jail. All hell like your shoes, cause I'm back on my. I like green in my pockets, I like black on my. If I see it in my cop and I ain't asking for. When they make this suit for you, it just happen to fit. I'm talking custom, suitcase, tatted up passport, bad chicks, cute face, super tight ass shorts. Plus we do make them beg when they ask for it. I'ma shoot my shot and I'm James when I have court. Slight bow, cause I'm aiming to please. Bachelors, MBA, I just name my degrees. Turn the lights out, they can still see that it's me. We all talk the street shit, but I'm the one they believe. Get up and let your work show. Get up and let your work show. Let's see you talking and who really want it. Let's go. Let's see you talking and who really want it. Get up and let your work show. Get up and let your work show. Let's see you talking and who really want it. Take 3. Let's see you talking and who really want it. Move. I'ma take whatever I mold. Dry cleaners getting stories about the blood on my clothes. On the low, I'm just trying to chill and relax. But revenge is payback, then I throw on my tags. We back. Homie talking shoulders is fine. You be paying rent. I just throw him some wine. Whole drawer full of watches. This is my time. Make sure we both eating. 6 and 9. State of mind. Hoping you can keep up with me. I clean up good. Need a chick to sweep up with me. They throw up hoods, dashboard, a sweep up 50. Ruger on my left. Wish you would come up with me. We don't play that. Dark shades, box fade with my blade at. Trenton zone, homie, you know where I stay at. Never work for it, they just wanna lay back. And I hate that. Get up and let your work show. Get up and let your work show. Let's see you talking and who really want it. Let's see you talking and who really want it. Get up and let your work show. Get up and let your work show. Let's see you talking and who really want it. Let's see you talking and who really want it. Yes. Who really want it? My go-getters. Those who can't wait till the morning. Yes. Apex, welcome to the club, baby.
I guess what I want to ask, like, what inspired you to write this song?
Oh man, so work
work was, you know, I tried to really like embody what I was feeling at the time was, you know, I'm a real like person that likes to get up and go. You know, I don't like to sit around and wait for anything to come to me.
Yeah.
I like to make my own success kind of a thing, you know. And I wanted to, you know, give like a tip the hat moment to people that's getting up and getting it, you know.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter, you know, if you job or you get it by other means or whatever. It's not even just money, you know, just making something happen when you need to get up and go do it, like whether it's the gym or whatever, you know, just go do your job and get it done.
Like I told you, man, like your records remind me of like Hove, man, especially like the later years when he's trying to teach dudes about taxes and credit and all that. That's the thing that I think a lot of these kids need, man, right now. And like to hear that, especially with work and even some of the new stuff that me and you got, like it keeps me motivated going to the gym, man. Like I play your songs every time I'm in there. Just putting in work, man, you know.
I appreciate
motivational music.
I feel like, you know, kids, yes, but it's not just that, you know, and it could just be my feeling, but, you know, I feel like I'm blessed enough to have a large audience that kind of spans a number of years, you know, so, you know, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, you know, there's a lot of people that can still benefit from hearing the message in the music, you know. Financial literacy, I think, is incredibly important.
Yeah.
You know, it's more than just watches and chains and all of that stuff, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Houses, land, you know, property, all kind of stuff is investments, that stuff is key.
It's like we had a conversation about it too, like, you know, in our community, especially Black community, I'm now starting to figure out like things, like I'm like, man, I can invest in that account or I can do this and all that. And it's crazy that a lot of kids are now starting to pick up financial literacy through hip hop. It's crazy. Like, you know, shout out to Earn Your Leisure, you know, them being part of the hip hop culture, but also putting the twist on it to teach people. Like lyrics from Nas or Jay-Z to, wow, I learned how to investment from my 401k or my Roth IRA or something. You know, people are learning that, you know, through hip hop, which is pretty dope, man. And
it's always been a part of our culture, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, even in the, you know, the drug culture, it was always that. So being a drug dealer is being an entrepreneur, right? You know, there's no boss, right? Even if you know, get your whatever supplies from a certain, you know, individual, you know, it's your supplier. That's no different than selling socks or chairs or whatever. Everyone has a supplier, you know. So, and even if you are the supplier, you still have a supplier where you get your lumber from or wherever. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's all that chain, and when you look at it like that, it's always been around, but it's diversifying that portfolio. It's not just being in the same lane. It's saying, okay, if a fire happens, I'm still good because I have these other
things in line.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I heard from somebody say the entrepreneurs or the corporate guys out there, they're like the legal trappers. You know, they're legal trappers out there, man.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous. We know, because you got the sense of, you know, the streets where it's cutthroat. You know, and then, you know, but you can operate inside of that arena where, you know, it can be real lucrative, you know, so that's good. That's good.
Let's talk about that a second, because one of the verses reminded me, I saw a documentary, I think it was called The Story of Hip Hop. It was either HBO or Netflix. Yeah. And they interviewed, I can't remember her name, she's a manager, old school, early days of hip hop. And the verse that really stuck out at me, it says, you know the move when I'm going to get whatever I'm owed. Dry cleaners getting stories about the blood in my clothes. On the low, I'm just trying to chill and relax, but revenge is payback. Then I throw on my tax. And what I thought about was her statement that early hip hop was about survival. Now, is that kind of idea in this song?
Well, yeah. So, you know, it's all the rebel spirit, right? You know, it's fighting against the traditional means of a lot, right? So, you know, it's, you think, or there's a lot of opposition, right? And where I come from, and you fight against that to make it to where you need to get to, right?
Now, what kind of opposition?
Oh, man. So there is, so all my life, all I ever wanted to do was music, right? There's no school that says, here's how you go be a rapper, right? And even if you do come around, so how do you support yourself when all of that stuff happens, right? And then, you know, if you don't have a job, and, you know, at the job, the people that got jobs, like if you got a job, you got somebody at your job that don't like you. Yes. That happens. Yes. Like everyone, that resonates, you know. So it's not just, you know, street stuff, you know. So I mean, because the street stuff is we see that all the time, but sometimes we don't see the, you know, the per my last email beef, you know. Sometimes we don't see that, you know what I mean? I know they still got
those professional emails. Like,
yeah, like I know they still got that. You know,
then when they CC the boss,
right? Oh, you just put him on there, like okay, I'll see you at lunch, right? yeah. So I mean, so when you fight against, you know, whatever kind of opposition, you know, it's like, yo, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna get on, I'm gonna get what I'm owed, and just for the audacity, I'm gonna throw on my tax. Yeah. You know, because you should have known better, kind of thing. You know.
Oh man. Yeah. But you worked hard for this, man. You know, I feel like the same thing, man. Like I've been through those times where like all I wanted to do was be the best music producer of all time, and then, you know, I don't have a job at the time, and I'm like, damn, yo, how am I gonna fund this and all that other stuff? So I know what you're talking about, man. Like it's one of those things where like, hearing this song will give you that hustler type of mentality and spirit and all that work, you know. Yeah. To find out, to make a way to make your dream, you know, make the thing happen, you know. Right. Get what you owe too. You put all the work in, you know.
Appreciate it.
Now, there's one line: never work for it. They just want to lay back. I hate that.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Oh man, because that hit me too.
Yeah, like you want the success, but not the work. You know, like you gotta earn it, right? You gotta get it out the mud or whatever. You gotta put in enough effort to get enough success out of it. It's what you put into it is what you get out of it, kind of thing. You know, we can't have a world full of bosses if no one's gonna be the workers. Like, you know, how does that work? You know, but I think it's the perception that people are chasing rather than the actual success. I hate that.
What is the quote? A whole lot of chiefs, but not enough Indians, or something like that.
Something like the one, too much hat, too little cattle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've been in situations with that too, man. Just working with people and they just don't want it as much as you do, but they expect you to do everything and then sit back and, you know, I'm like, yo, man, like, put in. You're gonna get the spoils too once this thing works out. Right. You know, but they just want, nah, man, you know, all right, well, if you don't see the vision, then I'm gonna have to move on, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, in the studio it's cool, but I spent a lot of time mopping and sweeping. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't shooting with me in the gym, you know. Shout out Rick Ross.
Let's talk about the hook a little bit. Get up and let your work. Let's see who's talking and who really want it. That ties into the same idea, right?
Yeah. Let's let your work show, right? And, you know, it's as literal as it is. Get up and let your work show. Let's see who's talking about it, and let's see who really want it. That will really determine what it is. Like, if you say, yo, I'm in the gym every day, right? You know, I go faithfully. I'm there 3 hours a day, right? You know, and I do my thing. Okay, you've been there for 5 years. Yeah. Ain't nothing changed, right? Versus you got somebody who may not be talking that much, but like you can see it's like a clear transformation. Like, wow, like you just changed your whole life around, you know? It's like you see who talking and who really want it, who really go get it. Like if you know, results speak volumes, you know? And I think that's what this song kind of embodies, like people who are trying to go get those results.
I don't want to jump the gun on, you know, later on with the other two songs, but the plaque, you know, that we've done this for so many years, like 20 plus, and we finally get that recognition, like, man, you know, I worked for this, you know, this is speaking volumes now, like, you know, y'all used to say like, man, you know, I see you doing your little music to now, oh man. Now people hit me up like, you really doing your music now? I'm like, yeah, of course, I've been doing it.
And that's crazy too, because what you say is really important, because people say stuff like, yo, I see you doing your little music.
Your little music.
I see you doing, that's cute. That's cute. Yeah. Right. And then you get success from it, right? And then it's, I see you with the music. Oh, now it's the. Now it has a preference, right? It went from little to preference. Oh, okay. All
right, let's use that, because that plaque was, the plaque was for Fire. But we also got 1 million streams on the next song.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So let's go into Money Talk.
Money Talk.
All right, so this right here, this is the feeling of just getting paid. You just got that money in your pocket, right? I needed something to represent that. This is Money Talk. Yes. Welcome to the club. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours. I don't care how much you got. What you got is yours. What you got is yours. Come on. What you got is yours. What you got is yours. I don't care how much you got. What you got is yours. And let the money talk. Let the money talk. Yes. I let the money talk. I don't care what they saying. Let the money talk. Let the money talk. Yes. Let the money talk. Yes. Let the money talk. I don't care what they saying. Let the money talk. Hold up, this the money dance. The boy just got paid. This the money dance. This the money dance. My lawsuit came in. This the money dance. This the money dance. Just sold the whole thing. This the money dance. This the money dance. Get out of my way. This the money dance. Let the money talk. Why you gotta be rude? That's the money fault. In a local spot, pull up in that foreign. In the house on the hill, came with a couple Lorries. I don't care what it is, I do nothing boring. Cameras out, I'm the one they gonna record it. With the spare change, getting picked up for the range in the spare range. Let the money talk. Let the money talk. Let the money talk. Tell them now, shut up, just let the money talk. Come on, let the money talk. Come on, let the money talk. Come on, let the money talk. Take 3, let the money talk. Hold up, this the money dance. Your boy just got paid, this the money dance. This the money dance. My lawsuit came in, this the money dance. This the money dance. Just sold the whole thing, this the money dance. This the money dance. Get out of my way, this the money dance. You know what, money? Ain't gotta listen to your problems like a so what money. I remember when I didn't have donut money. Had to grow my hair long, had no cut money. This is shit, now I got throw up money. Took the lawyer to the court, I don't show up money. Did you go up money? Did you know what money? They throw shade, but the curtain just roll up money. Yes! Let the money talk. Come on, let the money talk. Come on, let the money talk. Tell them now, shut up, just let the money talk. Come on, let the money talk. Come on, let the money talk. Come on, let the money talk. Tell them now, shut up, just let the money talk. Hold up, this the money dance. The boy just got paid, this the money dance. This the money dance. My lawsuit came in, this the money dance. This the money dance. Just sold the whole thing, this the money dance. Come on, this the money dance. Get out of my way, this the money dance. What you got is yours. What you got is yours. What you got is yours. I don't care how much you got. What you got is yours. 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 I don't care how much you got. What you got is yours. Yours.
All right, that was Money Talk.
Yeah,
I love that record, man.
Yeah.
Now, full disclosure, Darnell Omega, you were the producer,
Yes.
writer, vocalist, and I mixed and mastered that one.
Yes.
So Money Talk is by the people at this table.
Absolutely.
And it's such a privilege to have both of you back.
First of all, I just want to thank Bill. You know, we couldn't really get this really going. Even the sound, the quality of it, even just getting a million views, man, we couldn't do this without you. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I thank you. Yeah. Thank you both. It was an amazing project to
dope,
be
man.
involved
One of my favorite joints. Real fun to shoot the music video for this one.
Yeah. Having a money fight was fun.
Yeah, you just kept shooting me, man. I'm like, yo, there's other people here.
Let's also talk about, we were talking earlier about how that Endfire was made. Those were COVID tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Actually.
And that's the thing I wanted to get into, especially with these two tracks. Like, the creative process has changed with recording music, hip hop to rock, R&B and everything. Due to COVID, I feel like a lot of people have utilized like the Zoom method, like live, not live, I'm sorry, FaceTiming each other and recording on the spot without being there. And both of these songs, like, with Fire and Money Talk, were done by us just being in our house, me sending you beats, you sending them back, me and him being on live together, just mixing right on the fly. I'm at home in my PJs chilling, and then him in the studio just doing his thing with trying to make it sound really good. I just really like that approach now, where the technology is starting to really get really in depth and more creative. The artists are really using technology to expand their artistic eye.
So I know, the story of, how you and I did. I never knew how y'all mixed the joint and, brought it to life. So for me, in my head, my imagination, you came through, right, was sitting, like, so that's, how it went in my head. I'm still thinking the old ways, but you guys...
No, we were virtual. And, we were using Audio Movers, which is a program that takes the output of Pro Tools and throws it on the web. And so you can hear it, but then we were using Zoom to communicate back and forth. So I had two headphones on, falling off my head all the time. And we're sharing screens, so we could do EQ and other compression levels and things.
It's wild, man. I didn't know about this until he told me. He was like, "Yeah, I was thinking I had to come over here to the studio and mix the track." He was like, "No, just." Just some of your Zoom link and everything. We could do it from home.
Adds a whole different
what?
layer to it.
It kind of worked just as well as us sitting together.
Exactly.
It was really surprising.
And another thing is also like chemistry. Me and Bill and you, we have like really good chemistry. Like, we could work in the studio and out doing virtual stuff. So it was all seamless like that, man.
Yeah, that's true. We had a background.
Yeah.
We worked together before, yeah.
So we kind of like knew each other, how to communicate what we wanted on record. You knew how to come in here, turn my vocals down here, or I want to do a break here or drop the beat here. And I'm like, okay, this is what he wants. And all virtual, not even in the studio together. And I think the very first person that I saw do that during the pandemic was, and I think he championed it, was Jim Jones from Diplomats. And he was doing that with other artists and everything. And a lot of people started really doing that because couldn't go nowhere. It's a pandemic. So I really find that very, very, very good tool to use for people that want to work with somebody overseas, like in France.
Yeah, I mean, it was efficient, right? Like, the time that, I would spend driving here, the song would be done.
Yeah.
It was great.
It saved a lot of time.
It saved a lot of time, exactly. So.
All right, let's dive into the song. What's Money Talk about?
Oh, man. The feeling of just getting paid, like, it don't matter. So I'm not talking about, all right, let's assume you have a job, right? And you get paid and you got to, pay your bills. Not that check. I'm not talking about that check, right? I'm talking about, all right, your bills are paid already, right? And then, the time you get paid 3 times in a month, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
See, that check, right?
We throw them dollars.
Right? And you just like, wait, I'm going to go pay. No, that's paid. Oh, right? What am I?
So good.
Right? I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I'm going to have a ball. Right?
Yeah.
That one. Like, that's the one it is. So whether it's, for those in the hood that lawsuit came back, or they got it from those other means, or, however it is, it's that euphoric feeling of that cash in for the work that you did. you know, that you earned that money off of, you know. And I think
that's the money dance.
Yeah, that's the money dance, right? Like sometimes you just gotta dance a little bit. And forgive my dancing for those of you out there that know you whatever, but I felt great. All right. I'm pretty camera. Yeah, I felt great. All right.
I'm pretty sure when you have some money, you gonna do any type of dance. Any type of dance that's gonna make you feel good.
Oh, absolutely. Whether you that, or you spend your money on those who know how to really dance.
Like I had a conversation one time, and it was some extra money I had, and like you said, all my bills was paid, and I spoke to my boy. I was like, yo, I just bought some new Jordans, and I just bought me a PS5, man, and I was like, I have no other worries after buying that.
Right.
This is an amazing feeling.
Right.
Like a lot of people, it sounds simple.
It is.
A lot of people they can't experience that because they live paycheck to paycheck. And that's nothing wrong with that. People got to make their money.
Right.
But that feeling of you paying for something that you really work hard for and really what you really want, and you have no worries after buying it, buyer's remorse.
I wanted to make it known that it wasn't all about, because it's not just about, I need the newest high-end car, or I need the house that's, the whole block, or I need the whatever the typical entertainment life fame is. It's not always about that, because normal people have those moments as well. It's very important to be able to celebrate the small wins, which is hard for me. Yeah. It's super hard for me to stop and celebrate the wins, because soon as something happens, I'm like, oh, this is dope. Where the next thing at? That's usually how my mind, I have a black hole when it comes to success. Like I'm never happy. Never happy.
You're always working for something more. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, that brings me to something in the lyrics when you say, "Let the money talk. Why you got to be rude? That's the money's fault."
Yeah. So like sometimes you will be so happy that it may come off rude or arrogant or whatever, disrespectful. It's not my fault. It's money fault. It's like, I'm gonna blame it on the money. Yeah. You see me out when you got that PS5 and you unbox that PS5 and you pop in that first game to see what it's like. I don't care who called your phone. Right. They had to call you back. Right. You know what I mean? They had to call you back. Look,
I'm telling you.
It's the money fault. Look, it's not me. Yeah, I got to see how this look. Exactly. You know what I mean? I need a minute.
It was one of those things like...
Or, 200 of them. I need several minutes.
It was wild because I bought it, and then like a lot of my guys, I play Call of Duty with them, a lot of my bros, and we was playing one night. They were like, yo, man, what's up? You haven't been on your while. I was like, yeah, man, I'm just playing on my new PS5 right now. They're like, you got it? I was like, man, right. Spend a little bread on
it. Flex.
Man, I still got the PS4, man. You don't have to get your bread up and go get it. I mean, I was being arrogant as hell at that time. It felt good to get that joint, man, because like I said, man, I bought it with no worries, man, and the money talk is definitely that record. Yeah, I just got paid. I'm doing the money dance, bro.
Right.
This money, I could do whatever I want
that
with.
Feeling. It's just that when you go home, bro, I know you probably had it for a minute, but just go in wherever room your PS5 in it. You turn it on, just do the money dance for me. A little bit for me. Right? That's it. Just shut it off and walk out the room.
Oh, yeah. Right. I don't dance. So, like, that two-step, I'm like Martin Lawrence. Like, one dip, two dip.
Right. Once you get the 4, that's enough.
Yeah, I'm cool.
All right, let's go to my next line that jumped out at me is, I don't care what it is, I do nothing boring.
Oh, yeah. Nothing boring.
First of all, before you get into that, I'm sorry. Uh-huh. I look at this dude's timeline all the time. He does not do anything boring. And I'll be like, man, I'm sitting over here making beats in the studio, and this dude over here on a yacht or something.
Well, yeah, and I have to say, I'm like, where are they now?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, where did you go? He was like, yo, bro. Okay, we can talk about this. You went to the Versace house.
Yeah, it was the Versace mansion.
He was like, bro, man, it's so dope here. I was like, well, it's been great if I would have got a ticket, though. Like, I want to go to the Versace house.
Yeah, man. It was great, man. It was, they turned the house into a restaurant, and, it was little things that was just like different about it. Like, oh man, I went in the bathroom and wait, you still got the shower in here? Like a real house shower.
That's crazy.
Like it's not like a hotel shower. This is a real sliding door. Like this is a tub. All right,
that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, like little things like, but the artwork and everything, just being able to do that from the Jacks, right? I'm from a place where there's bars, there's graffiti, there's stuff that it's like little stuff, and it may be normal to everyone, but for me, I compete against myself, my former self, and looking at that, like wow, like you came up on yourself.
I feel like being in that type of environment, there's a lot of people that come out of there and be successful. That's a motivational thing. Like this is all I see. Like I see the corner stores, I see the crack vials, crackhead, whatever, and I'm in the projects and all that. There's got to be more than this, and then that's like a motivation factor.
I always knew that. Like every time I looked out my project window, it was like I saw obviously the physical stuff that was there, but for me, it was more vivid to see my future that I'm living now, right? Yeah. Whatever I want, I can go get where, I'm flying, I'm, doing it at the front of the plane, right? Doing it with, champagne and stuff, like I want to be able to, live those lives and
to live your life.
Yeah.
Not those lives, your life.
Well, the lives that I saw at the time. Like wow, like I want that.
It inspires you.
Yeah. Not to flex on nobody, but just to live better, just to have those experiences because your life is different. When you're not scrambling, hustling,
the rat race.
Right. It's different.
And verse 2 really talks about that. I ain't got to listen to your problems. I got so what money. I remember when I didn't have donut money. I love that line. Had to grow my hair long. I had no cut money. And then it goes on to now I got throw up money. It's not the lawyers of the court. Got show up. I don't show up money.
Yes.
Get your dough up money. Cause you know what money? They throw the shade now. Curtain just roll up money. Yeah. And that's like, to me, that was transformational. That represents transformation.
Absolutely. I remember going to court. With no money. Yeah. Right. I remember going to court with no money, thinking I was going to represent myself. Wow. That didn't go well. That didn't go well. Versus, having, lawyer money is, I need this handle. Okay, cool. Yeah. Court date is whatever. We'll go take care of it, whatever. It's like, oh, okay, I don't have to show up. Nah, we gonna handle, And, I remember, I want a donut, bro. Y'all understand. I love glazed donuts. Glazed donuts are my
Krispy Kreme.
Oh
man.
my God, bro! Like, I'm just a moment of silence for a glazed donut.
Like you sitting here going to the gym, so I know you didn't have no.
No. Yeah, bro. Like, I love it, but there's times you broke, you don't have it, right? Or whatever it was, and it was, there was a this and now moment, for that whole verse. And it was like, it was then, but now is now. Right? Yeah. And now I got it to do it. And this is, I always, when I didn't have it, I was like, yo, I'm a grind. So that future me can have it. Yeah. And then, now it's future me.
And putting those together, putting work before money talk in this set. Mm-hmm. It's just like, this is how what you got to do.
Right, you got to work.
And this is what's going to happen.
Exactly.
You got to put your shoes on.
Exactly.
Yeah, lace them up.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, man. Like we like I said, man, we've been working hard for the last year or so and everything, and the results are really starting to come for both of us and all that too. So yeah, this speaks volumes, man. That money talk. That's the reason why when we came back, I said, yo, I love this song. I love this song.
Yeah. Yeah,
knocks in the wit, and then that high energy, it makes you want to, when you don't feel like going to work and you play that record, you're like, yeah, I could stick it out for this today. I'm gonna have to play it tomorrow morning too, but
why not?
Yeah,
theme song for going to work.
For going to work.
That works.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Let's go.
Yo, there's so many different examples I could give you for how this song came about. Like, so many. Honestly, I can't give them all to you in a short period of time. I know fire is a euphemism for something being hot, and of course the song is fire. But I assure you, there's a great reason for this to be called fire. Just trust me on this. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Start this song up here. Yeah. Okay. This is not no drill. Light it up. Stop acting like you got no bills. Light it up, light it up. I ain't 3 drinks gone now. Let it burn. Just ring the alarm. Yes. Let it burn. Let it burn. Light it. Let it burn. Just stay low to the ground and let it burn. Let it burn. Light it. Let it burn. Just let it burn. I just told this little John that I'm married and happy, but I can still take it home. Make that weave get all nappy. Did you think I was average? Must be real bad at math. I don't care what that college say. They can't fight your class. Who we think it is? No, you think that I'm not. If you want it, I got hands like you're watching the clock. Rubber bands, tall stacks to get popped. Cheddar bread and some biscuits, but got a taste for that guap. Yum, okay. Cause this is not no drill. Light it up. Stop acting like you got no bills. Light it up, light it up. I ain't 3 drinks gone now. Let it burn. Just ring the alarm. Yes. Let it burn. Let it burn. Light it. Let it burn. Just stay low to the ground. Then let it burn. Let it burn. Light it. Let it burn. Just let it burn. You keep calling up a phone and I know it hurts. She keeps stopping when you call. Come on, king, know your worth. I'm a flirt. Lord knows I'm a flirt. Belly hooks the extra clip, burner under the shirt. Don't mind the description, I'm just painting a picture. Pill bottles on the carpet, granny name on prescription. Regret the best night of a life, I make that prediction. So the way they gassed you up, might as well have been Hitler. Know what I want, know what I need, Her on my shoulder, and her on knees, Open your mouth, baby just breathe. I got all this paper, she rollin' with me. This is let it burn, let it burn, light it. Let it burn, just stay low to the ground. Then let it burn, let it burn, light it. Let it burn, just let it burn, yes. Let it burn, let it burn, light it. Let it burn, just stay low to the ground. Then let it burn, let it burn, light it. Let it burn, we gon' let it burn,
All right, on Fire, you introduced the song saying there's so many stories.
There's so many stories. Oh my God.
What comes to mind first?
So it starts from the beginning.
I think
yeah, I'm gonna tell a story. It's your story.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell a story.
Gotcha.
All right.
Because then after he tells it, cue the camera to me and I'll show you the face.
It's way more comical in my head for some reason after he told me the story. So in my head, I don't know if any of what he was cooking, but in my head he was cooking bacon, right? So he's cooking bacon, right? I'm gonna get him off that pork. I don't even know if he eat pork, but anyway, he's cooking bacon,
turkey bacon.
All right, by the way, my guy. Okay, cool. He's cooking bacon, and he's making the track at the same time, right?
I wasn't making the track at the same time.
My head.
Oh, okay,
my head.
Okay, I got
this is how this happened.
I got you.
Right. All the general points of this is true, right? The details may be fuzzy because it didn't happen to me. It happened to you. Yeah. And while you should be telling the story, it's way more colorful coming out of me.
Oh, man.
All right, cool. So he's cooking bacon and making the track at the same time. Right. He burned said bacon.
I could cook.
But not
today.
He did not deny that he wasn't burning it. So he burns said bacon, right? While he's making the track. So I guess he must have been so involved in making this track that he forgot that he was cooking bacon. More motivated than hungry, right? Yeah. So what happens is he has functional smoke detectors in his house, which is great.
Thank God.
Which is great. Starts a fire in the kitchen.
Oh, no.
You know, what happens in my head. And the smoke detector goes off, right? Smoke detector goes off, you know, fire, right? And, you know, he gets alarmed. Oh, my God. I burned my bacon.
Smoke in here.
Right? About to burn my house down, right? Gonna be homeless, right? Off of bacon. This is
off of bacon.
Right. So he, instead of going to turn the fire off and save his home, he hears that and says, wait a minute, that sound dope. That's the sound I need. Grabs the microphone. I don't know nothing about recording. I don't know how this works, but in my head, he grabs the microphone, runs up to the smoke detector, doesn't turn it off, but he records the sound and captures that fire. And then he, finally shuts off this and everything. And I hope he didn't eat the bacon. So
it was inedible.
Yeah, so it was that part that gave birth to the sound in fire, right?
Yeah.
And
bacon,
right? Burnt bacon, right? Burnt bacon, cinders, fire. That's the track, right? And he sent it to me, right? And immediately when I heard it, I didn't have words for it. I had a feeling. And that's how I usually know when it's going to be something. When I got a feeling when I hear it, right? Now, there was a show that I watched where there was a rapper on the show. He's about to come out and perform in a strip club. And I had the privilege of doing that before. And the feeling right before you go out, I was looking at that like, wow. Now, my man's used to DJ in the strip club, so I got to see behind the scenes of what the strip club is like and everything. And, when people come in and the girl's getting ready, like, a bunch of customers or whatever. So hanging with the strippers and seeing what that's like. And that's what kind of inspired. So those two moments kind of inspired that song. It was, the girls backstage and the light going off like, yo, stop acting like you ain't got no bills. Like, you got to get out there and go get it. Like, go get it. Like, they out there, and it's fire, obviously, from him burning bacon, got to stay low to the ground.
Which I did.
Right? Stay low to the ground with the mic raised to the ceiling. Right? So it's the combination of those two kind of brought it together, and, my own experiences through the song for the verses, and the polyamorous lifestyle and everything. And shenanigans and stuff that, we tend to run into. So that kind of inspired some of the words in there, too.
It was one of those things, as you said, like when you got the beat, it was a feeling. When you sent it back, like I don't know, in my head at that time, I was like, damn, this sounds like a full mixed and mastered song. Like, there's something about it. I was just like, man, this sounds awesome. All right, let me put my flair into it. And I knew from the jump, too, because I was just like, yo, this is the one. Like, this is the one we need to put out. Mm-hmm. It just had that feeling to it. The story was funny, but I knew after I made that beat, I was like, man, because I sat on that beat for like maybe a year and some change and all that before I actually sent it to you. Mm-hmm. So I knew that beat was going to be for somebody, but I was like, I just got to keep this. I'm not just going to send it to anybody just to work on it because they could rap words.
Let me tell you why it was so on point and how we knew that we had something. When we shot the promo video, right? And this is how we bring Bill into it. When we shot the promo video for it, right. So
I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, wait.
So we in his studio, we shooting the promo video. If you ever seen the promo video, I'm standing next to him, and you're like, yo, we got one. And I was like, all right, cool, let's hear it. As we were doing that, so Bill had the lights all around us and everything, and I'm thinking, okay, that's an interesting incense you got burning. Okay, whatever. All right, I'm not paying attention because I'm literally not thinking the ceiling's on fire.
Bill, you
right?
burning something too?
Right. So behind me, we noticed, like, wait a minute, no.
This ain't right.
That's not an incense. That's real smoke. Yeah. Like it's really on fire. Like, that's not so,
I don't know how hot that lamp was, but Jesus.
It's a hot lamp, and we set the ceiling on fire.
Really set the ceiling on fire.
There's still a hole in the ceiling. And it took like 15 minutes to put it out because we kept spraying it, and it would still be smoking.
This is a very dangerous song. Don't listen to it alone.
Yeah, just
listen to it with a lot of, with a buddy with water.
Make sure you buy a fire department at least. Or if you're a fireman, great job. you know, you're good. You're way ahead of the curve. But man, every single time we played that record, there was some sort of smoke or fire or something burning.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
That's interesting.
But yeah, man, I both of these songs, man, like they just came organically, man. You know, I sent you the beat, you sent it back, and I was like, every time you send something back, I'm always like, yo, this is the next one.
That's good though. That means every song is growth, right? And because it started with Fire was drastically different than everything we was working on at the time.
Yeah.
And you know, it was amazing to get that. As soon as I heard it, like, yo, this is different.
Yeah.
This is different. I can't do the same on this.
And it's doing numbers, man. We got the video out now.
Yeah.
YouTube. Make sure you check it out on YouTube.
Video, and it's great because this video is simple, it's fun. You know, I like to keep things authentic, shot in my real house.
That's his house, man.
You know what I mean? And like Wave, shout out to Wave Change. He was like, yo, yeah, we gonna set the house on fire. Like, you know, you don't understand the history of this song.
You just got this house, Wave. What is wrong with you?
Like, no,
green screen. I'm like, oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but yeah, it was dope. You know, appreciate everybody for making that happen. And it was, you know, an amazing feeling to be able to be in a position where we can just have fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's just have fun with it, you know?
That was fun. It was that part where we had to run from the table and everything.
Yeah.
And almost bust.
Or y'all running behind me and I'm trying not to laugh. He's like, yo, look serious as you come out and, you know, there's going to be a fire behind you and they're going to be trying to run out. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm trying not to laugh. People laughing in the background. Yeah. We're like, all right, don't laugh. Don't make me laugh.
I was about to say, like, in front of a camera, as you can see, I'm still trying to get used to the camera. So, like, when he was like, yeah, you got to look serious and run, I'm like, we're going to have a couple takes. I'm going to laugh. First 3 takes, I'm like, oh, let's do it again. Then the third one was the one we took, or the fourth one we took, and everything. But it was fun, man. Like, you know, yeah. Like I think you said you posted on something on Instagram. I put up a post with me and Wave Change, and you said like, "Yo, this is no props. This ain't no venue. This is real. That's his house.
Yeah,
his house." So make sure y'all check that video out. It's on the Apex Club Entertainment YouTube. Make sure you check it out. It's doing some really good numbers and everything. It's a fun video.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of numbers, let's bring it back to the work, because it's not in today's music industry. You can't just put a track out there and get numbers. And I know y'all really worked hard on the promotion and marketing.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I mean, it's not just, you know, put a song up and see what it do. There's a whole method behind it. You know, you got to know your audience, market it right. You know, and you know, if you don't, just get with somebody who can help out, you know. Just being able to connect with people that appreciate our style of music, you know, being able to, you know, get with people that, you know, can feel the message that we have. You know, even if a song is as different as Fire from Money Talk or Work, you know, it's still has, you know, my underlying message in it for a lot of the stuff. You know, it's, you know, growth, empowerment, you know, being an adult, you know, I make adult music.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the key with us and everything. Like, I think that's kind of lacking right now. And there's no problem with all the music that's out now, but like more of the adult music that is kind of lacking. People that, I mean, you got Nas, you got the Kendricks, you got the Coles that have like that kind of like little bit mature music, but like I think it needs to
let
be
them do what they do, because this is my lane.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm telling you.
I'm here.
I'm telling you.
I'm here. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Like I want like, you know, I love everybody that listen, you know. So, but I know where I intend my music to go. Every song that I make is me and my 6 friends in my head, right? You know, that's my little crazy moment, you know, who I have in my head. It's like, oh, okay, I wrote that bar, so my friend in my head can be like, oh, okay.
Alamaj talks to himself when he
Oh, definitely. I got people in my head, you know. You got to be a little crazy if you got a little artist inside you, you know, you got to have something like, you know. So, but for me, it's just like, you know, having that is like, yo, okay, I love it. let me check on my people. They love it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you like it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
All right, cool.
Hello, you all right? Nah, but like back to the marketing thing, that's just like a take I just want to say, because I've been seeing a lot of videos and, you know, a lot of artists that put out a lot of dope records, and they'll just put it up. And I'll love it. I'm like, yo, this thing is dope, man. You should do something with it. He's like, yeah, I'll put it up on Spotify. I'm like, there's more to that. Like, you have to really market your music, man. Like, artists out there, if you're looking at this right now, make sure that you market your music. You're going to have to spend a little bit of bread on it. Know your audience, have your own style and everything. And that's something that me and Alamaj had to work on too. Like, two artists have to, that know how to work with each other and come up with a sound that they like, but finding the people that appreciate that. Because I think Ice-T said recently, and this is a thing that that a lot of music experts say, as long as you have 1,000 fans that really rock with you, not like, oh, he makes good music, I listen to him every once in a while, but no, like fans that go and buy your stuff every time you drop something, to always stream it, you could live off music. That's all you need is 1,000 people, and that could be your demographic, and you could make a living off of just doing what you love, your sound and everything. As long as you find those people, man, this is your 9 to 5 now. You know?
I appreciate all of you. Seriously, those of you that are out there that rock with us, yes. I appreciate everything.
Same here.
Because it takes a lot. There's a billion songs out there, right? Like, but you chose to keep listening
to our stuff.
Right?
That means a lot, man.
For real, like that. For real. That's the intro too. I'm so using that. Like sometimes I gotta use that.
You chose to be with me,
Yeah.
Like it means a lot. As you said, there's a billion people on Earth, a bunch of billion people making music, and it's easier now because you can do it from your home and just put on SoundCloud or Bandcamp or whatever. But you decided to listen to us and the work that we put into it, and for y'all to appreciate that means a lot. Like, to see whatever reaction from somebody, and I wish everybody could have this feeling, like being a creative, like, when you make something that's from your head, something that you wrote that's from your head, me making a beat from a sound, and then it's not ours no more. Then people come back to us like, yo, I felt something from that. Right. It's like, yo, I just came out of my head. For somebody saying that to me, to be like, yo, I felt like empowered because he said, yo, money dance. I did my money dance when I got paid today. And then, yo, that beat just made me motivated to go in the gym or something, or made me cry or whatever. That's a feeling that I wish everybody could feel, because it's I can't really put it into words, man. That's a really dope feeling to have something that came from nothing in your head to people absorbing it and it kind of changing their mindset or their life or something. That's what I think a lot of people describe as like art. You see a painting or something like that, and it gives you an emotion from it. I think that's what that is. And it's crazy, man, that feeling. Yeah. To be a creative, to do that, that's really awesome. So, all right, yo, I appreciate it, Alan. Appreciate you for coming through. Where can they find you, man?
I'm everywhere, man. IG, Alamaj, ALAMAJ, TikTok, Alamaj TV, The Real Alamaj on Facebook. There's like hundreds of pages of me if you Google.
You could Google them. That's the big
every
thing.
platform, wherever you get your music. The clothes, Apex merch, Apex Club merch.
Make sure you get a camera on that, man. That's one of our first shirts that he's wearing right now.
Yeah. So,
what's the website on that?
ApexClubMerch.com. Yes. Yeah. So, the slogan, welcome to the club.
We got a lot of dope stuff, man.
Yeah. It's, a lot more than just this. We got a lot of dope stuff up there. Yeah. And I love that too, because I'm big into fashion and stuff. Yeah. Now I get to wear my own clothes. Like, love that.
Red bottoms. Keep it at that.
Here we go. It's our story. You're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it alone.
We got to close out. That could be another story. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through. This take 3. Oh, before we get out, myself, Il Omega. You can find me on IG, Facebook. Everything's ILL-OMEGA. My IG is all one word, no dash, ILLOMEGA. You can check me out on there. Make sure you subscribe to Apex Club Entertainment on YouTube. That's all I got right there.
And I'm on Instagram and Facebook as House of Robot, or visit houseofrobot.com.
Right, sounds good. All right, so thank you for listening to Take 3. Thank you for WTSR Radio and the College of New Jersey. Deuce.